Hello, Falcons. I'm Paige Parker, and I'm your Commissioner of Assemblies.
Hi, Falcons. I'm Joelle Vidiello, and I'm your Commissioner of Lunchtime Activities.
We are both extremely excited to bring you this year's Veterans Day ceremony. To start off, we have Morgan Thompson, a senior with an amazing voice, sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we marched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Thank you so much, Morgan. Now here's a video from Shelters to Soldiers, a nonprofit group that brings together dogs and our fellow veterans. Please note that some of the topics in this video may be triggering or sensitive.
I am confident. I am within a 90 percentile sure that I would not be here during these times to do this interview, even be around, if I didn't have BASH. So I am extremely thankful that I did find Shelter to Soldier.
Shelter to Soldier is a California 501c3 nonprofit, and our mission is essentially saving lives 2 at a time. We're adopting dogs from local shelters and rescues all throughout Southern California. We're training those dogs for 12 to 18 months to become psychiatric service dogs, in some cases dual-purpose mobility assistance and psychiatric service dogs. And then we're placing those dogs at no charge with deserving veterans in need.
Joined the military right out of high school, joined the Marine Corps, went through combat training, and my MOS was crash, fire, rescue. So if airplanes crash, vehicles, things like that, I put on a spacesuit and basically put out a fire, rescue people. I had the unique opportunity to deploy to Afghanistan. I felt like I left a part of me after I deployed, like I didn't feel the same. At that time I didn't know what it was. I didn't want the stigma, I didn't want any of the broken merchandise, so to speak, label. So put the left foot in front of the right foot and just kept on keeping on. Eventually, whether it's 4 years or 40, you have to get out of the Marine Corps sometime. And because I never addressed properly the things that I felt, the things I've seen, after getting out I just felt like I didn't have any real options, I guess. Everything just felt so hazy, so murky, so it wasn't clear what I should be doing. During this time I just felt so hopeless, helpless, lost. The more I tried things, I just felt more frustrated and more frustrated and more frustrated because I'm trying all these things and they're not working. So one day I just had enough of it and tried to commit suicide. Lo and behold, that didn't work either, and I became more frustrated. And it really was maddening. It was absolutely mind-rending to feel stuck. What skills do I have? What can I do? How can I leverage what I've done with where I want to go, feeling how I feel? So I went to private military contracting without the plan of coming back. The Taliban couldn't kill me and I couldn't kill myself, so what was going to be my outcome? What was I going to do? And I felt like I was just slowly suffocating, and at that point it was okay with me. I didn't care. I just, at this point, just wanted to burn out and left foot in front of the right foot until the left foot didn't come after. So I went to a VA's group therapy for post-traumatic stress, and they were handing out a bunch of papers. I wasn't really paying attention. It was, I was just in my own headspace. I was in my own world. Just happened to flip it over, and was like, okay, well, these are all the resources available to you. And I was like looking through them and just shaking my head and checking the box, yes, I'll look into them. And I remember as I was leaving, one of the other attendees there, he was just like, hey, have you heard about Shelter to Soldier? And he's like, what is, hey, just give them a look, write down your paper, and just take a look. Okay, yeah, fine, whatever. I had gone to work just the same as any other day, and I found in my backpack, the VA's paperwork. I'm like, oh, I didn't take it out. And just took a look at it. I was like, oh, let's see what this is. Shelter to Soldier. I could feel my anxiety really start to kick in as I clicked on the application to see if I would be a good fit for them.
We have heard so many times, I just need a little bit of lightness to keep pushing. And that little bit of light will keep me going. And so it's not just serving that veteran and that dog, but now it's also helping people hearing about it that have served that need this.
I got in contact with Vic, and he invited me down to actually go down up to the site for Shelter to Soldier. Everyone kind of felt like they understood. I didn't see that look of just judgment. It was empathetic. After a while, not that long, I was invited to come back and start doggy speed dating. When Bash came in the room, he just kind of like looked over, walked up to me, kind of like booped my hand with his snoot, and then hopped up, and then was just like, hey, I'm here. Like, what's going on, man? So after that, we started training. I really started to get a feel for what he liked, what he didn't like, when he was having maybe a bad day or we needed to work through some things a little bit more. And as the time went on, I kind of really learned his quirks, and I think he learned a few of mine along the way. It puts a smile on my face just thinking about the training sessions, because there was nothing better. Together we just put the left foot in front of the right foot, in his case, his paws, and we graduated officially the Wednesday after Veterans Day. After experiencing the brotherhood of the military, after experiencing losing best friends, the relationship I have with Bash is, it's almost like you're taking the best out of all of those categories, wrapping it up in a dog, and then having that dog stay with you through thick and thin. It's priceless. If there were other people out there that felt this way, that felt the way I did, I would tell anybody in that situation, even if you've got just that glimpse of light, it could be dim. You're going to want it. You're going to want to reach out to it. Just put out your hand, look for that light.
It's the light that sadly 20 plus veterans a day aren't seeing, and we want them to see. We want this light to shine as bright as it possibly can, so that in a similar sense of shouting from the rooftops, we're reaching as many people that are struggling as possible that could utilize our help or our services.
The light's there. It's definitely there, and it's hard to see it when everything's as black as it is. But sometimes you just gotta look just a little harder.
Here's another story from United States Marine Corps veteran Dr. Robert Haley, superintendent of our San Diego schools.
Greetings, Torrey Pines High School and San Diego Union High School District community. Today and every day, I thank all of my fellow veterans for their honorable service. I served in the United States Marine Corps from 1983 to 1991, both on active duty and in the reserves. I was activated in 1990 to serve in Operation Desert Storm and served overseas. The Marine Corps motto is Semper Fidelis, always faithful, which is a bond and commitment all Marines share. We are faithful to our God, our family, each other, and the United States of America. Everyone must remember, freedom is not free. It comes from a willingness to answer the call and preserve it against its enemies. Superintendent Dr. Robert Haley.
Finally, here's a speech from retired United States Marine Corps veteran Captain Rudy Kositz. Thank you, Falcons, and I hope you had a wonderful Veterans Day.